What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Today I am going to show you how to change strings on a telecaster type guitar where the strings go through the back of the body. It's really not that hard for beginners. It's really simple. I'm going to walk you through it very easily. I have a new set of strings here. I like D'Addario 9s is what they're called, which means that the low or the high E string is a 9 millimeter, and the low one, I think, what is the low one? 42. So it goes 9 to 42. But when you're buying strings, if you're going to buy 9s, that means the high E is a 9. If you're going to buy 10s, the high E is a 10. I happen to like 9s. They just work for me a lot better. But anyway, on a Telecaster guitar here, you got the strings, they go through the back. Then they come up over the bridge, run down over the nut to the tuning heads. Now on these kind of heads up here, you have two trees, string trees. I will tell you about those in a little bit. But for right now, what I'm going to do, there's going to be a lot of fast forward in this. What I'm going to do, I have a little string unwinder. It's not powered, manual. I'm just going to loosen up all the strings first, and then we'll go from there. Alright, the strings are all loose. Now some people will just cut them. I have a cutter here. I'm not going to do that on this, I don't think. But basically, the first thing you want to do is you want to get the strings off the head. And that you just, you make them loose, you just unwind them and pull them out. Like I said, some people just cut them. You can do that if you want. It's up to you. However you want to do it. If you're replacing the strings, there is no worries in cutting them. It's not going to make a difference because you're pulling them all out anyway. This is the way I've always done it. So this is the way that I am doing it for this video. There we go. Alright. All the strings are now loose. Now, what you're going to want to do is on the back, basically all you're going to do is just push them all through and then just pull them out. This could get a little tedious at times. And then they will come out. Let's go put these down there for now. Alright, then you take your new set of strings. Now these D'Addarios, on the package here, it comes with color codes. It gives you the color codes, like the high E is silver, the low E is brass colored, the A string is red, just in case you don't know. So they're all wound together, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unwind them here. Just get them all unwound. I just flung something somewhere, I think. There. Okay. So the low E on these is the brass colored one. You probably can't see that. But anyway, the way we do this, you find your low E, which would be the top one here. As you're looking at it this way, as you're looking at the back, the top one is your low E. So basically, all you're going to do is you're just going to push it through, and then you want to pull it all the way through until the little stop here gets all the way into that hole and is seated. And then what you want to do is you just run it back, fish it through the tuning nut. Now I like to give, I don't know, what would that be, maybe 2 inches or so of string height before I'll bend it, and then I'll start tightening it. And I always tighten it so that you turn it away from the body of the guitar on all of them. And then basically you just want to turn it to get it to where it lays down. And you want to make sure that the string is in the groove on the nut for the proper place. So the low E will go into the top groove, into the first tuning head. And then basically all the rest of them are the same. You take it, you shove it through the hole, and then you're going to want to pull it through. Make sure that goes all the way in and seats in there good. Run it down. String it through the tuning key. Like I said, I like to give probably about a 2-inch height as I'm doing this. About 1.5 to 2 inches height, and then just wind it up. Like I said, wind it away from the body, tighten it down, and you want to make sure that it's in the proper groove. Now, the next one has a tree on it. Let's see, the next one, color-wise, would be the black one. So we got black and green here. These are going to be the next two. Now, the last 4 strings on this head have string trees on them. The reason for the string tree is because when it comes through, goes over the nut, since these tuning keys are further back on this head and it's not angled back to give it a tight grip on the nut, you need something to pull it down. If you don't have nothing there and just go straight to the key, those strings are going to go out of tune very quickly. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to run this one in, and then I'll show you how we put it under the tree. So same thing, you run it through the back. Pull it through. Now I'm going to go through the tuning key first. Hopefully, there we go. And then what you do is, as you're pulling it through, you just tuck it under the tree. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of room here. Lock that up. Tune it in to tighten it. Alright. Now, as you can see, it comes in, it goes over the nut, goes down under the tree, and then back to the tuning key. Now, one thing that you could remember is on any guitar that has string trees on the head, if those strings go out of tune for any reason whatsoever, you can take a screwdriver and just tighten down on these string trees, just like a half a turn. That'll pull it down over the nut better, keep it tighter on that nut, which will keep it in tune. That's a little trick that you learn over the years. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put these other strings in, and then I'll be back with you at the end. 2, 1. Alright guys, so I got all the strings put on, strung through the bridge, over the neck, through the nut in the proper groove, to the proper tuning keys. The last 4 strings I got underneath the string trees, which keeps it tight. Actually, I don't. No, I'm looking at it. The little E came off. There we go. Alright, now we got it right. Now, you're going to have a bunch of strings hanging off the top here. Just go ahead and cut those off right above the tuning key. What I do, hold the string up straight above it, just cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. And cut it. Now, the high E string was a little difficult to get through the bridge because the string is so thin. Pushing it through here, it kept catching on the lip of the bridge, so I had to finagle it just a little bit to get it to go through. But I did get it through, and as you can hear, it is in perfect tune. Alright, I'm going to go tune this up now, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, well there you go, it's tuned up. Play it. There you go, guys. Restringed, retuned, ready to play guitar. Hope that helped. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more how-to videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.